have the rumor mill.
Rumor mill
On grievances filed.
is open. Let's go.
Andy Dalton to the Patriots.
So is this happening? Or Cameron Newton to the Patriots? Dalton just got released, though.
Yeah, and he's cheaper than Newton.
Well, he was on the books for I think $17 million for Cincinnati, so that's not necessarily cheap either for a team that has $6 million available in cap this year.
None of that money was guaranteed.
Really? What do the contracts look like for a second round player that was drafted? Like the first 4 years? Because we have $1.6 million in cap, so how are we ever going to sign our second round pick?
I don't know.
Let me
get on my calculator.
Yeah, please get it out and please crunch the numbers for us. So,
how many cash flows is there?
4 years.
4 years, and it is 4. I just put 46,000 as that. What's the future value?
CFJ, not going to be.
10 is I. PD is 0. PMT is 2.
Yes.
And then hit the numbers. No solution. I don't think there's an answer.
So there's no solution. Bill Belichick cannot sign a second round draft pick. But Matt, as a true Patriot fan, do you want Andy Dalton to be signed?
First down. For the mere fact that everybody I know will lose their shit. Yes. The fact that I am an agent of chaos, so I do enjoy watching everybody else lose their mind.
Yes.
That would be electric.
But how do you think he would perform?
I think it would be funny if they go 10-6 and win a playoff game.
I couldn't have that happen as a Tom Brady fan. That would be worst case scenario for.
Worst case scenario is Bill wins a Super Bowl with Andy Dalton.
Yeah, worst case. Worst case would probably be Jameis Winston, though, right?
No, Andy Dalton.
Also, Jabu is now on the Saints. Quarterback controversy. Quarterback controversy in New Orleans.
Yes, between Taysom Hill, Jabu, and Drew Brees. How much money did Taysom Hill get? Like $25 million over the next 2 years.
Is it like that?
Yeah, I think it's like that.
Taysom Hill contract. Okay, Taysom Hill believes his new contract gives him a chance to be the starting quarterback in the 2021 season. Hill and the Saints agreed to a contract on Monday that will pay him $16 million guaranteed money over the next 2 years.
16.
Hell of a lot for a backup, or not even a backup. Who do you characterize as the backup there?
Jabu,
I guess. What position?
Jabu, Brees, yes.
So, Taysom, you want to hear a funny stat? I think that Jameis Winston has completed more passes to New Orleans Saints players than Taysom Hill has.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You got to love Jameis. Yeah, but I don't know what's going on, dude, with the quarterbacks around the league. Andy Dalton, he's going to be signed. I saw him throwing on Instagram the other day into like a little net. Andy Dalton looks good, dude. I don't know how the hell the Bengals did so poorly with Dalton. I think he didn't deserve to be benched. He really didn't. For Ryan Lindsay.
The Finley. He got Finleyed.
He got Finleyed. That was stupid. Andy Dalton's a good quarterback. I don't see them signing Dalton, though, to a contract that will pay less than $1 million per year. Can you?
For 5, maybe. For a year?
We don't have $5 million.
For a year? You can move the cap around. It's not a big deal.
Everyone always says that, but I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you move the cap around. Cam Newton would be interesting, though. I think Cam Newton it's tough for him because I know that during the whole outbreak when no one can do anything, Cam Newton's a guy that needs to be looked at by team doctors. That's a reason that he's not getting, he's not signing anywhere. And, same with the injured players are hurting bad. I think maybe Tua could have gone higher, and we'll talk about the draft in a second. Tua could have gone higher if team doctors were able to look at him even more. But Matt, I have a question for you now. who would you like Cam Newton to be playing for next season? Where would you enjoy him the most? And who realistically has the spot for him? I ask great questions.
Where do I want to see him play?
That is the
Well,
question.
with the fact that Tom Brady's no longer in New England, I am on Team Coronavirus right now, still, and very much so.
Yeah.
So I hope that he plays nowhere as well as no one else plays anywhere. Go Coronavirus.
That's a great pick by you.
And I'm half joking.
Yeah, all I want is for Brady to get out there and start slinging it, man. I have another rumor before we get into the draft, because this isn't draft rumor related. It's the NFL draft. It's already happened. Gronkowski joke around. He apparently said that he had the Bucs playbook for like several weeks now, and he was almost about to get in a little trouble for that. But apparently he had to come out and say, "Oh, I was just joking. I didn't actually have, the Bucs playbook." Blah 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 blah. And apparently, here's another rumor. We really get all these sources from our friends at Pro Football Talk and Mike Florio. Kyle Shanahan apparently had a fun chat with Jimmy Garoppolo after the Tom Brady discussion that they had, because everyone knows that the 49ers made a run at Tom Brady in the offseason.
Mhm.
Jimmy Garoppolo knew that because he doesn't live under a freaking rock, because he's sleeping with porn stars left and right. So apparently, Lynch,
Living under butt cheeks.
yeah, literally, Lynch and Shanahan had to have a talk with Jimmy, who apparently, quote unquote, is an easy guy to talk to about that type of stuff. Jimmy and I are pretty honest with each other. I told him exactly really what I've told you, and it's also fun to talk to him about this type of stuff. Because, I mean, he worked with Tom. He knows how great Tom is. Dude, imagine sitting there with Jimmy Garoppolo and you're like, hey, dude, should we sign the guy that you were trying to replace, and now we're trying to replace you with him? Like, what's Jimmy supposed to say? Like, sure, let me just go back to sleeping with porn stars?
I mean, I would.
You would, yeah. I mean, let's be real. We all would. So, all right.